Hey, this is Stacy from Let's Cook, y'all. Welcome back to our channel. The next leg of our summer vacation, we got off the night before at the ferry in Cape May, New Jersey. We drove and stopped about 11 p.m. in Vineland, New Jersey and stayed in a hotel. The next morning, we got up and headed to our next destination. There's a lot of tolls in the Northeast. We're heading into Philadelphia. Franklin Bridge. Having trouble finding parking, going down, 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 down. This is our third or fourth level going down in some kind of parking garage at Independence Mall. We had already stopped at the Independence National Park Visitor Center and spoke with a ranger. He gave us a map and highlighted some things that we could see in our one day to Philadelphia. The first thing we did was go to the Liberty Bell Center, which is free to enter, so that you could see the Liberty Bell. The lines were long to wait to see the bell. We read a lot of the documentation. It was very crowded. We took a selfie with the bell. And then we waited around and found a break and got a selfie, just us. Did you see what through the glass, Tim? Did you see what's through the glass? This was a heavily congested touristy area, but we felt really safe. There was plenty of security, police, park rangers. There were several checkpoints. We had to be screened. I had to be pulled aside because of my pacemaker. But we felt really safe walking around this area of Philadelphia.
So the county lent this building out to the U.S. Congress, and they met here from 1790 to 1800. And this is during the time of the building Washington, D.C. So this was the U.S. Capitol building for 10 years. Now the whole first floor is the House of Representatives, and the Senate met on the second floor. We'll show you that in just a moment. When they started here, there were only 65 congressmen, and they left was 106. And there's two reasons the numbers went up. First of all, they added 3 new states. They added Vermont, Kentucky, and Tennessee. They couldn't let them wait.
When we planned this trip, we'd hoped to spend 2 days in Philadelphia. Here we are walking the streets at lunch, but Tim's dad had to have surgery, so we cut our trip short and cut down a day in Philadelphia. One of the things we wanted to do, besides seeing the Liberty Bell and Independence Mall, was to get Tim a cheesesteak. He wanted to go to either Pat's or Gino's, but he compromised. We found this place called Sonny's that was a short walk from Independence Hall. I do not need a pepper. Gotta figure out what we're doing.
We're here.
We're here. After our cheesesteaks at lunch, we walked back to the historical area and first went into Christ Church, which was founded in 1695. They said that Benjamin Franklin, Betsy Ross, and others worshipped here. It was a big, beautiful church. There was a group of school kids in there and someone explaining some things to the kids, so we were able to learn a little more of the history.
Sarah Franklin and a friend of hers, Julia Stockton,
It has a gorgeous organ in the back. And we also walked outside in the courtyard area where there are several graves, including this one of James Wilson, who was a signer of the Declaration and also a Supreme Court Justice. If we're ever able to get back to Philadelphia, we hope to see more about Benjamin Franklin. As it was, we didn't get to learn much more about him other than what we already knew. This was my favorite sign, though. A very cool sculpture called the Signer, marking our founding fathers who signed the Declaration and the Constitution in Philadelphia. Because it was close by and because it was free, we next visited the Portrait Gallery at the Second National Bank, which is a gorgeous building filled with portraits. Next, we visited Carpenter's Hall, where the First Continental Congress met. A mosaic on the floor when you first walk in reminds us of our founding fathers' Christian beliefs. And the First Continental Congress met here in 1774. We were not able to get the free timed tickets to visit Independence Hall, so they suggested we come back later and line up. So we did that and got on the first group that went in after hours at around 4:40 p.m. It had already started raining on us while we were waiting.
What happened here in the 1770s, as a result, we tend to call it Independence Hall. But when they began building the building, in 1732, its name was, and technically still is, the Pennsylvania State House. The building is originally built to provide a seat of government for the colony of Pennsylvania. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the assembly room of the Pennsylvania State House. Home to the Pennsylvania Assembly, it would also be home to a Continental Congress and a Constitutional Convention. Second Continental Congress begins meeting in this room in May of 1775. And they have a war on their hands because fighting had broken out in Massachusetts.
We took a tour of Independence Hall, got out at 5. It was pouring rain, so we covered everything up. We're drenched. Luckily, I had packed ponchos. Now we're trying to get out of downtown Philadelphia in 5:30 p.m. traffic and look for a hotel. Tim? You don't have anything to contribute?
There's a water leak up ahead.
Sadly, we weren't able to spend any more time touring Philadelphia. Tim's middle name is Go, so we kept heading north and drove to Valley Forge, checked into a Homewood Suites, and got there about 5 minutes before their evening social ended. They had hamburgers out for Tim, and I got some salad from the salad bar, and that was our supper. The next leg of our road trip is coming soon. Thanks for sticking around with us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a wonderful and blessed day, y'all. See you in the next video.